Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to reflect on why so many people fail to achieve their goals. Now, it's not that they lack the talent, resources, or even the ambition. No, the truth lies much deeper. It's in the foundation, how those goals are set, pursued, and nurtured. When it comes to achieving success, the first critical step is establishing clear and specific goals. Many people fail to reach their objectives because their goals are vague, poorly defined, or non-existent. Imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. You might have the materials, the tools, and the desire to create something wonderful. But without a clear plan, you'll end up with a pile of bricks rather than a home. The same principle applies to your goals. Without specificity, you lack the necessary direction to channel your efforts effectively. A clear goal serves as a beacon, guiding you through the inevitable challenges and distractions that life presents. It gives you a sense of purpose, a reason to push forward even when the going gets tough. Yet too often people set goals that are more like wishes than actionable plans. They say things like, I want to be successful, or I want to make more money. While these are admirable desires, they are not goals, they are dreams. Dreams become goals only when they are clear, specific, and actionable. Specificity in goal setting means breaking down your larger aspirations into smaller, manageable targets. Instead of saying, I want to make more money, you might say, I want to increase my income by 20% over the next year by taking on additional projects at work and investing in my skills. This level of detail transforms a vague desire into a concrete plan. It gives you a clear target to aim for, which makes it easier to develop a strategy and measure your progress. When your goals are specific, they provide a roadmap for your actions. You know exactly what needs to be done by when and how. This clarity helps to eliminate confusion and procrastination. When you wake up each day, you're not left wondering what you should do to move forward. Instead, you have a precise list of tasks and milestones that bring you closer to your desired outcome. This not only enhances your productivity, but also boosts your confidence, as you can see the tangible progress you're making. Moreover, specific goals allow you to allocate your resources, time, energy, and money more efficiently. When you know exactly what you're working toward, you can prioritize tasks that have the most significant impact. You're less likely to waste time on activities that don't contribute to your success. This level of focus is crucial in a world full of distractions. Whether it's social media, unnecessary meetings, or even well-meaning friends and family, distractions are everywhere. A specific goal helps you stay on track, reminding you of what truly matters. Another benefit of clear, specific goals is that they make it easier to identify and overcome obstacles. When you have a well-defined goal, you can anticipate potential challenges and plan accordingly. This proactive approach allows you to navigate difficulties more effectively, rather than being caught off guard by unexpected setbacks. For instance, if your goal is to improve your public speaking skills, you can foresee challenges like stage fright or lack of practice opportunities, and take steps to address them before they become significant barriers. Furthermore, specificity in goal setting helps you maintain motivation over the long term. Vague goals often lead to frustration because it's difficult to see progress when you're not sure what you're aiming for. On the other hand, when your goals are specific, every small achievement becomes a victory that propels you forward. This continuous sense of accomplishment keeps you motivated even when the journey is long and challenging. It's the difference between running a race with a clear finish line in sight versus running aimlessly without knowing when or where you'll end. In addition, clear goals enhance your ability to communicate your vision to others. Whether you're seeking support from colleagues, mentors, or friends, people are more likely to help you when they understand what you're trying to achieve. A vague goal doesn't inspire action or collaboration. But when you can articulate exactly what you want and how you plan to get there, others can see your commitment and are more inclined to offer their assistance. This can open doors to new opportunities, resources, and relationships that further your progress. Specificity also plays a crucial role in tracking your progress and making necessary adjustments along the way. When you have a clear goal, you can establish measurable milestones that indicate whether you're on the right track. This allows you to evaluate your performance regularly and make informed decisions about how to proceed. If something isn't working, you can identify the problem quickly and adjust your approach. Without this clarity, you might continue down an ineffective path for too long, wasting valuable time and energy. Moreover, a specific goal forces you to confront the realities of what it will take to succeed. It's easy to fantasize about a better future, but when you define your goals clearly, you also define the effort, sacrifices, and challenges required to achieve them. This can be a sobering but necessary step in the goal-setting process. It separates those who are truly committed from those who are merely interested. When you know exactly what's at stake, you're more likely to muster the determination and resilience needed to see your goals through to the end. Additionally, clear and specific goals contribute to a sense of accountability. When you set a precise goal, you create a standard by which to measure your success or failure. This standard holds you accountable both to yourself and to others. It's harder to make excuses or rationalize inaction when you've clearly defined what you want to achieve. This accountability is a powerful motivator, pushing you to take consistent action even when it's difficult or inconvenient. Finally, having specific goals allows you to experience the satisfaction of achievement more fully. There's a unique sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you've accomplished something you set out to do, especially when the goal was challenging. This sense of achievement boosts your self-confidence and reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. It creates a positive feedback loop that encourages you to set and achieve even more ambitious goals in the future. Inconsistent effort and discipline are often the silent saboteurs of success. It's easy to set goals and feel motivated in the beginning, but maintaining that momentum over time is where many people falter. The journey toward achieving significant goals is rarely smooth. There are peaks and valleys, moments of excitement, and stretches of monotony. In these moments, the true test of your commitment emerges. It's not about how strong you start, it's about how consistent you remain day after day, even when the initial enthusiasm fades. Discipline is the backbone of consistency. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. However, discipline is not something that comes naturally to most people. It requires conscious effort and practice. The problem is many people rely too heavily on motivation to drive their actions. Motivation is like a spark. It can ignite your passion and get you moving, but it doesn't last. When motivation wanes, which it inevitably does, discipline must take over. Without discipline, your efforts become sporadic and your progress stalls. Inconsistent effort often stems from a lack of structure in your daily routines. When you don't have a clear plan or schedule, it's easy to let distractions and procrastination creep in. You might find yourself saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'll get back on track next week." But each time you put off the work, you lose momentum, making it even harder to pick up where you left off. Over time, these small delays add up, creating a significant gap between where you are and where you want to be. Success isn't built on occasional bursts of effort, but on steady, consistent actions over time. Another issue with inconsistent effort is the tendency to give up too soon. When faced with challenges or setbacks, many people throw in the towel prematurely. They assume that because they didn't see immediate results, their efforts were in vain. But success often requires perseverance through difficulties. It's the willingness to push through the tough times, to keep going even when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. Those who achieve their goals understand that setbacks are not signals to stop, but opportunities to learn and grow. Consistency, especially in the face of adversity, is what separates the achievers from the quitters. Discipline is also about making sacrifices. There will be times when you have to forgo short-term pleasures for long-term gains. It's about choosing what you want most over what you want now. This can be incredibly challenging in a world that encourages instant gratification. But true discipline means prioritizing your goals above temporary distractions. It's about saying no to the things that don't serve your higher purpose, even when it's difficult. Those who lack discipline often struggle with this, leading to inconsistency in their efforts. Moreover, inconsistent effort can be a result of unrealistic expectations. When people expect quick results and don't see them, they become discouraged and lose the drive to continue. This is often a symptom of a misunderstanding of the process of success. Significant achievements don't happen overnight. They are the result of sustained effort over a long period. When you understand this, you're less likely to become disheartened by slow progress. Instead, you can focus on the process, knowing that each small step is bringing you closer to your goal. Consistency in effort also builds habits. When you consistently do something, it becomes a part of your routine, a habit. Habits, once formed, require less conscious effort to maintain. This is why discipline is so critical in the early stages of pursuing a goal. It's during this time that you're laying the foundation for habits that will carry you through the journey. On the other hand, inconsistent effort prevents habits from forming, making each task feel like a new challenge rather than a natural part of your routine. Inconsistent discipline also leads to a lack of accountability. When you're not consistent in your efforts, it's easy to rationalize your inaction. You might tell yourself that you're just taking a break or that you'll make up for lost time later. But without accountability, these justifications become a slippery slope toward inaction. Consistent effort, coupled with discipline, creates a sense of accountability to yourself and your goals. It's a commitment to follow through no matter what. Those who maintain this accountability are far more likely to achieve their goals. Another consequence of inconsistent effort is the erosion of self-confidence. Each time you fail to follow through on your commitments, you chip away at your belief in your ability to succeed. This can create a vicious cycle. As your confidence diminishes, so does your motivation, leading to even more inconsistency. On the other hand, consistent effort builds confidence. With each small win, your belief in yourself grows, reinforcing the positive behaviors that lead to success. It's a self-perpetuating cycle of achievement. Discipline also means being able to manage your time effectively. Inconsistent effort often results from poor time management, failing to prioritize tasks, underestimating how long things will take, or getting caught up in activities that don't contribute to your goals. Time is your most valuable resource, and how you use it determines your success. Discipline in time management means being intentional with how you spend your hours, ensuring that your actions align with your goals. Without this, your efforts become scattered and ineffective. Furthermore, inconsistent effort can be a sign of a deeper lack of commitment. When you're truly committed to a goal, you'll do whatever it takes to achieve it, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Lack of consistency often indicates that your commitment isn't as strong as it needs to be. This doesn't mean you don't care about your goals, it just means you need to dig deeper to reconnect with your reasons for pursuing them. When your commitment is unwavering, consistency becomes much easier to maintain. It's important to recognize that discipline and consistency are skills that can be developed over time. No one is born with perfect discipline, and everyone struggles with consistency at some point. The key is to practice, to start small, and gradually build up your capacity for sustained effort. Celebrate small wins along the way, and don't be too hard on yourself when you slip up. What matters is that you keep coming back, keep striving for consistency, and keep working toward your goals with determination and discipline. Failure to adapt and learn is one of the most common reasons people fall short of achieving their goals. In a rapidly changing world, clinging to outdated methods and refusing to evolve can be detrimental. It's not enough to set a goal and rigidly follow a plan without considering the shifts and changes in your environment. Life is dynamic, and so are the challenges you face. To succeed, you must be willing to adapt your strategies and continuously learn from your experiences. Those who resist this often find themselves stuck, unable to progress toward their desired outcomes. Adaptability is the ability to adjust your approach when circumstances change. It requires a level of humility, acknowledging that what worked yesterday may not work today. This is a tough pill for many to swallow, especially if they've invested significant time and effort into a particular strategy. However, stubbornness in the face of change can be a major obstacle to success. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should you. Whether it's advancements in technology, shifts in market trends, or personal life changes, adaptability ensures that you remain relevant and effective in your pursuits. Learning is closely tied to adaptability. To adapt, you must be open to new information and willing to learn from your experiences, both good and bad. This means having a growth mindset, the belief that you can improve and grow through effort, learning, and perseverance. Unfortunately, many people fall into the trap of a fixed mindset, believing that their abilities and intelligence are static. This mindset leads to a fear of failure, avoiding challenges, and ultimately stagnation. On the other hand, those who embrace learning see every experience as an opportunity to grow, regardless of the outcome. A failure to learn from past mistakes is another common pitfall. Mistakes are inevitable on the path to success, but they are not failures unless you refuse to learn from them. Each setback, each misstep carries a lesson if you're willing to see it. However, many people make the same mistakes repeatedly because they don't take the time to analyze what went wrong and how they can improve. This lack of reflection and learning leads to a cycle of frustration where progress is continually hindered by avoidable errors. Adaptation also involves being receptive to feedback. Feedback, whether it comes from others or your own experiences, is a valuable tool for growth. Yet many people shy away from it, seeing it as criticism rather than constructive guidance. This reluctance to accept feedback often stems from a fear of being judged or a desire to protect one's ego. However, those who succeed understand that feedback is essential for improvement. It provides insights that you might not see on your own, helping you to refine your approach and make necessary adjustments. In a world that's constantly evolving, staying rigid in your ways can lead to obsolescence. Whether you're trying to achieve personal, professional, or financial goals, the methods and strategies that worked in the past might not be effective today. The most successful people are those who can pivot when needed, embracing new techniques, technologies, and perspectives. This requires staying informed, continuously educating yourself, and being open to changing your approach when circumstances demand it. Failing to do so can result in wasted time, effort, and resources. Learning isn't just about acquiring new knowledge, it's also about unlearning outdated beliefs and practices. Sometimes the greatest obstacle to success is not what you don't know, but what you think you know that isn't true. This is where the concept of unlearning comes into play. It's the process of letting go of old habits, ideas, and approaches that no longer serve you. This can be difficult, especially if those methods have brought you success in the past. But holding on to them when they're no longer effective can prevent you from reaching your full potential. Adaptability also involves being able to handle uncertainty and ambiguity. The path to success is rarely clear-cut, and there will be times when you don't have all the answers. Those who struggle with this uncertainty often become paralyzed by indecision, waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan before taking action. However, success requires the ability to move forward even when the path is unclear, adjusting your course as you go. This means being comfortable with ambiguity and trusting in your ability to figure things out along the way. Another aspect of adaptability is the willingness to let go of what's not working. Sometimes the hardest part of adapting is recognizing when something isn't effective and having the courage to abandon it. This could be a strategy, a project, or even a relationship that's no longer serving your goals. Holding on to these things out of fear of change or attachment to the past can be a major barrier to progress. Those who succeed are willing to make tough decisions, letting go of what's holding them back in order to create space for new opportunities. Continuous learning also means staying curious and asking questions. Curiosity is the driving force behind innovation and improvement. When you're curious, you're constantly seeking out new information, asking why things are the way they are, and exploring how they could be better. This mindset keeps you engaged, motivated, and open to new possibilities. However, many people lose their sense of curiosity as they become more focused on routine and comfort. This can lead to complacency, where you stop challenging yourself and as a result, stop growing. Adaptability and learning are not one-time efforts, they are ongoing processes. The most successful people make them a habit, continually seeking out new knowledge, reflecting on their experiences, and adjusting their approach as needed. This requires a commitment to lifelong learning and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. It means being proactive in your growth, not waiting for change to force you to adapt, but actively seeking out ways to improve and evolve. Failure to adapt and learn can lead to missed opportunities. The world is full of possibilities, but they often require you to step outside your current way of thinking and operating. If you're too rigid or too closed off to new ideas, you may not recognize these opportunities when they arise, or you may not be prepared to take advantage of them. By embracing adaptability and a mindset of continuous learning, you position yourself to not only achieve your goals, but also to seize new opportunities that can lead to even greater success. A negative mindset and limiting beliefs can be some of the most significant barriers to achieving your goals. These mental blocks can be deeply ingrained, often stemming from past experiences, upbringing, or societal conditioning. They shape how you view yourself, your abilities, and the world around you. When your mindset is predominantly negative, it colors your perceptions, making challenges seem insurmountable and opportunities appear scarce. This pessimistic outlook can prevent you from even attempting to reach your goals because you've already convinced yourself that failure is inevitable. Limiting beliefs are the internal narratives that tell you what you can and cannot do. They're often subtle, embedded in your subconscious, and manifest as thoughts like, I'm not smart enough, I don't deserve success, or it's too late for me to change. These beliefs create a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because you believe you can't achieve something, you don't put in the effort, and as a result, you don't succeed. This reinforces the belief, creating a vicious cycle that can be difficult to break. The longer these beliefs go unchallenged, the more they solidify, making it increasingly difficult to see beyond them. A negative mindset and limiting beliefs not only limit your potential, but also dictate your actions or inactions. When you operate from a place of negativity, you're less likely to take risks, seize opportunities, or push through challenges. Fear of failure becomes a dominant force, leading you to play it safe, stick to what's comfortable, and avoid stepping out of your comfort zone. This stagnation keeps you stuck in the same patterns, preventing you from making the progress needed to achieve your goals. Instead of seeing failure as a learning opportunity, you view it as a confirmation of your perceived inadequacies. One of the most damaging effects of a negative mindset is its impact on your self-esteem and confidence. When you constantly focus on your perceived flaws and limitations, you start to believe that you're not capable of achieving great things. This lack of self-belief can be crippling, leading to a reluctance to set ambitious goals or even to pursue the goals you've already set. Over time, this erosion of self-confidence can make you feel unworthy of success, leading you to settle for less than what you truly desire. Limiting beliefs also create mental barriers that prevent you from seeing possibilities. When you're convinced that something is beyond your reach, you're less likely to notice opportunities that could help you achieve your goals. This tunnel vision keeps you locked into a narrow perspective, where the world seems full of obstacles rather than opportunities. You might tell yourself that success is for others, not for you, or that the circumstances need to be perfect before you can take action. This mindset keeps you trapped in a cycle of inaction and missed opportunities. Another consequence of a negative mindset is the tendency to engage in self-sabotage. This can take many forms, from procrastination and indecision to destructive habits and behaviors. Self-sabotage is often driven by the fear of success. Yes, success. When you're so used to operating from a place of negativity, the idea of achieving your goals can be intimidating. Success might bring new challenges, expectations, and responsibilities that you don't feel prepared to handle. To avoid this discomfort, you unconsciously sabotage your efforts, ensuring that you remain in your familiar, albeit unfulfilling, comfort zone. Negative thinking also affects your relationships and interactions with others. When you're trapped in a negative mindset, you're more likely to project your insecurities and doubts onto those around you. This can strain relationships as you may become overly critical, defensive, or withdrawn. Additionally, your limiting beliefs may cause you to shy away from seeking help or collaborating with others, fearing judgment or rejection. This isolation further limits your ability to grow and achieve your goals, as success often requires the support, insight, and collaboration of others. Limiting beliefs often lead to a fixed mindset where you believe that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are static and unchangeable. This mindset can be incredibly limiting as it discourages you from taking on new challenges, learning new skills, or pushing beyond your current capabilities. A fixed mindset leads you to avoid situations where you might struggle or fail, as these experiences are seen as reflections of your inherent limitations. As a result, you miss out on opportunities for growth and development, remaining stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. A negative mindset can also distort your perception of time. When you're focused on what's not working or what's gone wrong, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the past or anxious about the future. This preoccupation with negative thoughts can prevent you from being present and fully engaged in the moment where real progress happens. Instead of taking consistent action toward your goals, you might find yourself ruminating on past failures or worrying about future obstacles, neither of which contributes to actual progress. One of the most insidious aspects of limiting beliefs is that they often go unrecognized. Because they operate at a subconscious level, you might not even be aware of the thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back. They can masquerade as rational thinking or realistic assessments of your situation, making them difficult to identify and challenge. This is why self-awareness is so crucial in overcoming a negative mindset and limiting beliefs. Without it, you may continue to operate under these mental constraints, unaware of the true source of your struggles. Overcoming a negative mindset and limiting beliefs requires a conscious effort to reframe your thinking. It's about recognizing the patterns of thought that are holding you back and challenging them with new, empowering beliefs. This process doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistent effort, introspection, and a willingness to confront the uncomfortable truths about your current mindset. It may involve seeking out new experiences, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and practicing self-compassion as you work to change deeply ingrained patterns of thinking. It's important to understand that a negative mindset and limiting beliefs are not permanent states. They can be changed, but it requires a commitment to personal growth and a belief in your ability to transform. By shifting your mindset to one of positivity, possibility, and growth, you open yourself up to a world of new opportunities and potential. This transformation begins with the realization that you have the power to shape your thoughts and, by extension, your reality. With this newfound awareness, you can begin to dismantle the mental barriers that have been holding you back and start moving toward the life and goals you truly desire. In conclusion, the journey to achieving your goals is often hindered by obstacles that are more mental than physical. A lack of clear, specific goals, inconsistent effort and discipline, failure to adapt and learn, and a negative mindset with limiting beliefs all play critical roles in determining your success. Each of these factors can quietly sabotage your efforts, keeping you stuck in patterns that prevent progress. However, the key to overcoming these barriers lies in awareness and intentional action. By setting clear goals, maintaining consistent discipline, staying adaptable, and cultivating a positive, growth-oriented mindset, you can break free from the chains that hold you back. Success is not reserved for the few. It's available to anyone who is willing to put in the work to overcome these challenges and persist in the pursuit of their dreams.